So I don't actually know if it's one of mine or if it's one that I co-owned, but I got a message. Oh fuck me, I don't like that. But I got a message about 5 minutes ago saying that one of my rooms have been taken down due to a. It weren't even spelt right, but I think it was one I was actually co-owning because I didn't even know it existed. But apparently, the Lost Military 5 was taken down. I've never seen a 5. I've never put 5 on any of my militaries. So I'm pretty confused at the. Oh shit! Well, that's me failed. Oh well. Um, I'm pretty confused at the minute, and I'm not actually sure what's going off. Um, as my rooms are protected from being taken down, and it's not by the traditional Rec Room Studio way. It's through Rec Labs, if you guys know what that is. One of the bonuses is it's extremely hard to have one of my maps taken down, but I have to be the owner. So I don't actually know if it is one of mine, because the thing is, if it were, it weren't for the reason it's been taken down. Um, Apparently, it's been taken down because the corridor was sexist. I know it's sexist apparently, which I find quite ironic. Um, Purely because most of the time in my militaries, my corridors are clear to begin with. I don't have anything in the corridors, so I don't understand how it could have been sexist. But same time as that, if it was a co-owned map, I can see why. Uh, but no, like I said, I don't understand. I'd actually have to contact someone about that. Might get in contact with coach myself and be like, "Hey, one of my masks got taken down. Could I have a look at what was supposed to have been sexist?" Um, and then give him the explanation that I've never ever had any corridors in any of my maps. The only time I had something in the corridor was when I very first started Rec Room, and I made the Arbiter National Army, which were my first ever attempt at, make a pen. Basically, me just messing around, seeing what was what, um, and just going from there. So I had a little bit of stuff in the corridor, not too much, but I had some stuff there. So, without further ado, let's just actually go and have a look. Yes, I have a robot, and yeah, this isn't my map. It is, was, still kind of is. Uh, Create. Let's see if I can find it. This is also going to be the interesting bits, finding the thing. So it's not that. It's not that. Not that one. Not that one. I remember making that. See, no, I don't think it's actually going to be here. Uh, but no, the thing is, yes, I have a bar. The thing is, I don't have any maps. I have noticed that it's gone. Let's check down here because it should actually be around here somewhere. Oh, you shop dragon. Let's take a look at this one. But no, like I said, um, since my very, if I know, it'll be on my YouTube channel. So if you guys go all the way back to my very first Rec Room videos, I remember this room now. You know, but I named it Arbiter's National Army, so I don't, which is where I got Anna from. But no, like I said, refurbishment. No, it's not that one. But no, I don't know where it could have possibly gone. Um, let's have a look at this because it might be this one. Might not be as well.
George, you going to see?
Bye.
Game
It's definitely not this map. Thank you. This map is a map I made with uh, an old friend. As a little mess around thing. Let's. I'm determined to find it. Let's type it in here. What are you doing? Stop it. Stop it. I generally don't know where it would have gone. That might have been the map that's recently been taken down, but I don't think it is. Let's check this out because it might be this one. But no, like I said, the only time I've ever had anything in any type of context, it's not this map. But no, like I said, any time I've had anything in the corridors, um, would have been a lot like if I'll show you guys quickly. So the only time I have anything in my corridors is when it comes to games like Empire Military. That's pretty cool, I must admit. But no, like I said, so the only time I ever have anything in my corridor is if it's like this. So it'll have stuff like that on it. But I can't see that being sexist unless someone's taken it out of context and not read it properly. Because the only one time I can remember having it in the military was when it said no racism or homophobia. So it must have been that. I'm not 100% certain. Uh, but yeah. Also, guys, a little side note: don't ever come to this game because it's full of kids. But on that note, I'll see you all in the next one.